Hello everybody, welcome back to Snowrunner. In the last episode, we wrapped up all the contracts. So now in this episode, we're going to go around, find all the missing tasks. And apparently I still have a couple upgrades left on the map that I may or may not stumble across on this expedition. So let's hit it. So I'm not sure why I decided to take this way. When I was routing it, it was all grayed out, so I'd never been up here before. And I looked and seen I was missing a couple upgrades. So I was like, I bet you they're probably around here. But I didn't expect it to be that easy. You can see it shining in the trees there. So we'll just go off the road a little bit, scoop it up, and we'll continue on our merry way to grab these bricks. That is, assuming if I can even fit through the two trees to get the upgrade. There we go, and that is the upgraded engine for a bunch of my scout vehicles. Earth Roamer LTI and the Earth Roamer SX. I have no idea where those are in the game, so I imagine I'll find them later. Some sort of DLC map, I imagine. But anyways, now we're going to go grab some bricks. Alright, and here we are at the first brick spot. So, pretty simple stuff. I decided I was going to grab it from the bridge instead of going down there because I didn't want to deal with the snow. I made extra care to make sure I was right in the middle of the bridge. I just lasso that quick and pick it up, set it down on the trailer. and then away we go on to the next one. And just a quick little cut off to the right there so that you don't end up all messed up in the mud. It's pretty muddy crossing. And do the exact same thing. Lasso the bricks, scoot them up, and throw them on the trailer. And now let's try and finagle our way towards the final brick location. And if you want to avoid a bunch of trouble, hug the left-hand side, get right up close to the bricks, and lasso them, pop them on the trailer, and this task is close to being wrapped up. We'll get this to the sawmill, and we'll see what we're up to next. Alright, just like that, we've wrapped up building materials. So, as you can see, I am almost out of fuel, but I decided I was going to drag this trailer out of the bush, at least get a little bit of the ways out of the bush, and I'll come get fuel for this thing later. And sadly, that's about as far as I'm going to get with the Royal. So we're going to pivot over to the Navistar and start bringing it home as well. I was almost kind of worried I wasn't going to make it to the fuel station with the Navistar. But in the spirit of trying to get as much home as possible, I'm going to grab this Scout fuel trailer and start dragging it out. And as I'm pulling out of this fuel station, something yellow caught my eye for just a second right there. See? I hit the brakes. Obviously, I'm recording this in camp while I'm working as well, so there's no real audio. This is all voiceover. But you can barely make it out. So I try to mark where I think I seen the yellow box. It's like there somewhere. Ish. Yeah, I think I got it. You might not have even been able to see it. I can see it to the left of there, even in the little tiny box. So, we're going to have to go recover that after as well. Alright, now that we've got that out of the way, I decided to break out the Lodestar now that we've grabbed a couple more upgrades for it. And we're going to go find that missing upgrade and deliver some fuel to my poor Royal. And I'm very excited about that. That is a engine upgrade for the Dairy Longhorn, the Pacifics. Lots of vehicles that I have yet to unlock, which I'm excited for. And now we'll carry on and go grab some Scout fuel trailers and get them on the way home. So, now that I finally found my way up here, you probably noticed I was turning my lights off for a couple spots. I don't like the way the headlights of this truck look in the dark in Alaska. I think it's too bright. So you let me know in the comments if it's too bright and I need to change the way I have my setup. Maybe I turn my headlight brightness down. I don't know if that's even an option, but we'll see. All right, and we have made it to the Royal. We'll get it fueled up, and we'll continue on our way. Yeah, I remember how much of a slop hole to the left of me was when we originally came here to grab that fuel trailer, so I will not be going that way. I'm going to take this little jaunt to the right, even though this is kind of a struggle with the trailer on. I thought it was a better idea, so this is the way we went. Well, that was a little claustrophobic, but we're through. I probably should have just taken the mud hole. It probably would have been faster, but it was fun anyways, seeing where you can actually fit a larger truck like this for a scout. Always worth trying. Yeah, thank goodness for the map, or I'd have never found this little scout trailer hiding back here. We'll grab that, and we'll make our way back to the trailer store. Alright, we'll get these two trailers returned and we'll probably jump over to the Royal and get it back home as well. So what ended up being your favorite vehicle that we got from Alaska? I have to say, I'm a huge fan of the Royal. I think the Royal might take it for me. I like that Cat 770 that we got too, but it's not quite as applicable to things as this is. The Hummer is for sure a great scout to have. I'm definitely going to be using it in the future. But for now, I think the Royal takes the cake for me. Like, I like it more than the Dairy. The Dairy has its own purpose. Like, the Dairy's good, don't get me wrong, but the Royal just seems like a better all-around truck than the Dairy. There we go. We made it home. So there's a little bit of tasking, and we got to do the contests here on just about every map's got something that we've missed from what I can see. So we're going to be wrapping this up probably another 3 or 4 episodes of Alaska. So I'd like to thank y'all for joining me, and we'll see you in the next video.